Am I crazy for owning 10 different credit cards? Watch this video to find out. Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Arjun and welcome back to the channel where we talk about all things personal finance. Today we have another video on credit cards. Personally, I have 10 different ones with a credit limit of $125,000 and it's gotten me more than 500,000 points in these last few years. So in this video, I'm going to reveal all of the credit cards that I own, why I have so many of them, and then the most important part, which is how I utilize all of them together to maximize rewards. All right, so credit card number 1 is the Discover It card. It gives me 5% back on rotating categories, has no annual fee, and it also doubled my cashback in the first year. If you've watched my channel in the past, then you know how much I love this card. It was the first card I ever got in the US and is still one of my favorites even today. Card number 2 is my Chase Freedom Unlimited card. This card was the first card that gave me a taste of the Chase ecosystem, which is my go-to credit card company. I have 5 credit cards from just Chase alone, and I made an entire video of my Chase system up here if you're interested. But this card specifically gives me 1.5% cashback on all transactions with no annual fee. Card number 3 is the Chase Freedom Flex card. This is very similar to the Discover It in that it also gives me 5% back on rotating categories. It also gives me 3% back at drugstores and also has a $200 sign-up bonus. If you're interested, I do have referral links for all cards in the description box below. Next, we have the granddaddy of them all, which is my Chase Sapphire Reserve card. This card has a whopping $550 annual fee, but more than makes up for it with rewards and benefits. It gives me a $300 travel credit, 3% back on travel and dining, priority pass lounge access, and a whole bunch more benefits that I'm not going to go over. My favorite benefit, however, is that it gives me a 50% boost in points when I use them on the Chase travel portal, which has saved me thousands of dollars. Card number 5 is a bit of a wild card. It's my BlockFI credit card. This one gives me 1.5% back in crypto for every purchase that I make. Honestly, this one I kind of got for fun because it's a cool looking metal card with a giant Bitcoin on it. It's always a talking point whenever I pull this one out anywhere. My next card is the Bank of America Cash Rewards card. This one is cool because it lets me select a category of my choice and then gives me 3% back on it. Later on in this video, I'll show you exactly how I use this to my advantage. Stick around because you definitely do not want to miss that. Card number 7 is my Amazon Prime Visa card. This one gives me 5% back at Amazon.com and Whole Foods. You do need to have an Amazon Prime membership though to get its full benefits. Next up, we have the Chase Freedom card. This card is exactly the same as the Freedom Flex that I spoke about earlier. Chase literally replaced this card with the new Freedom Flex version, but it did allow old card holders to stay grandfathered in, which is why I still have this one. Card number 9 is my Citi Custom Cash Rewards card. This one gives me 5% back on my top spending category every month. I like this one because it automatically goes and checks which category has the most spent and then applies 5% back to it. And then the final card on the list is actually not a credit card at all. It's my Chase debit card. So yes, I did lie. Technically, I only have 9 credit cards, but I wanted to have 10 in the title, so here we are. I hardly ever use my debit card because credit cards just offer so much protection. So this card pretty much stays in my drawer the entire time, unless of course I have to withdraw money from an ATM. Coming to think of it, I don't remember the last time I did that either. So yeah, those are all of the 10 cards that I own. And I'm sure many of you are wondering why exactly I have so many of them, right? Well, here are the benefits of holding multiple cards. It gives me a higher credit limit. Across all of my cards, I have $125,000 of spend that I could potentially put on it. Now, I'll probably never reach that limit, but it does reduce my credit utilization ratio. This is just the ratio of the amount of credit used divided by the amount of credit available. The lower it is, the better it is for your credit score. Having multiple accounts can also make you more desirable to creditors by showing that you can effectively manage multiple accounts and also that you're trustworthy enough to pay them off when needed. Benefits. Of course, this one is pretty obvious. Multiple credit cards get you multiple benefits. You can get hotel status, car rental status, purchase protection, lounge access, subscription credits, and so much more just by owning certain credit cards. Sign-up bonuses for opening cards can be really attractive. For example, I got 60,000 bonus points worth at least $900 in travel for opening my Chase Sapphire Reserve card. Of course, this will require some element of minimum spend before you're eligible for the bonus. The trick I use is that I open up a new credit card whenever I know that there's a big purchase coming up. Few months ago, I knew that I needed some dental work done, which is not a small bill item in America. So I opened up a Bank of America cash rewards card, put my dental bill on it, and was able to meet the minimum spend in just a single swipe. Making extra purchases just to meet that minimum threshold is how credit card companies get you. But thankfully, you've subscribed to Finance with Arjun and can say, no sneaky credit card company, not today. With multiple credit card types, you'll never have to deal with picky merchants again. If a shop doesn't accept Discover, then I pull out my Visa. If they don't accept my Visa, then I pull out my MasterCard. I don't have to deal with card acceptance issues at all anymore. And then finally, the most important reason in my opinion, which is utilizing all of them together to supercharge rewards. Here's exactly how I do that. Any dining related purchase I put on my Chase Sapphire Reserve card, giving me 4.5% back. Remember, this card gives a 50% booster, so the 3% becomes 4.5%. Any travel purchase like hotels, Ubers, flights also go on my Sapphire Reserve for 4.5% back. Grocery purchases go on either my Chase Freedom Flex or the Discover It based on whichever one offers it for the quarter. That only covers 2 quarters for the year, but here's a hack. I buy gift cards during the covered quarters to use for my spend in the non-covered quarters. This way, I'm getting 5 to 7.5% back on groceries all year round. For online shopping, which is mostly Amazon in my case, I use the Amazon Prime card for 5% back. For my gym membership, I use my Citi Custom Cash for 5% back again. For my gas spending, I set this as the category on my Bank of America cash rewards to get 3% back. For all other spending, I use my Chase Freedom Unlimited for 2.25% back with, of course, the Sapphire Reserve booster. Recently, I've also started using my BlockFI card for purchases because I feel like the price of Bitcoin is pretty low right now. I believe it will rise again, making my rewards more valuable in the future. With this system, I get anywhere from 2.25% to 7.5% cash back on literally any purchase that I make, with most of them on the upper end of that scale. I'll leave this on screen for a few seconds in case you want a screenshot. By the way, I can't stress this enough. Everything that I'm talking about in this video is only for folks who can responsibly use credit cards. Credit card debt has crazy high interest rates and you should stay away from it like the plague. Now, you might be thinking, hey Arjun, if you open up so many credit cards, won't your credit score take a hit? Well, there is a small hit with that initial inquiry when you apply for the card, but it again does rise up pretty quickly. That's how I'm able to maintain an 800 credit score even with so many cards. The key is to keep all cards on autopay so as to never miss a payment. I also don't close out any of my accounts to keep my length of credit history up. Any annual fee card that no longer gives me value, I downgrade it to its no annual fee version for the same reason. I also try to reduce or cancel my annual fee entirely by getting retention offers. If you don't know what that is, then I recommend you check out this video right here. I put small recurring purchases on my infrequently used cards. This way I know for certain that they won't get closed out for inactivity. Putting all of this together, I'm able to effectively manage all of my cards, lower my annual fees, boost up my credit score, and also get amazing rewards. Speaking of amazing rewards, just recently I was able to book a trip to Mexico, flights and all-inclusive hotel included, using just my credit card points. If you want to know how exactly I find great travel deals with points, comment down below and let me know, and I will make a video on it. For me, I think of this whole thing as a game where I'm pressing different buttons and trying to optimize things as much as I can. However, having more than one credit card may not be for everyone. I know for some people, just keeping track of everything can be an actual headache. So for those people, it's completely fine to have just one or two credit cards. Personal finance is personal after all. Before you go, do give me a follow on Instagram. I'm trying to post on there more often, so I'd appreciate the support. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.